Gilbert Burns tells his side of the story on the brawl between Sean Strickland and Dricus du Plessis at UFC 296. Gilbert goes into detail about how Sean asked his son to move before punching Dricus.
The person that he said this, that was my wife and my kid.
Oh, wait, the kid that moved and the wife that moved?
My kid, yeah. And then when Sean came, he came and then he kind of looked at the guy. I think he's with me. Oh, you brought your wife and your kids? And say yes. And he said, yeah, these freaking guys right there. I might do something for this guy. That was before the fight. When he walked in, he already had the thing on his head.
Who, Strickland?
Yeah. If I do something, I will give you the heads up. Whenever the thing started going down, this guy kind of looked at me and said, now. And then he asked my son and my wife to move. So he pushed the seat down when he stepped. Seat kind of fell through.
Yeah. Were they hitting?
They hit each other a little
hard?
bit. People didn't see that side of the camera. We saw because it was right there. It was kind of a little bit back.
Yeah,
it was nothing clean.
Nothing powerful.
And then Dana came after the fight like, hey, what happened? Someone got hurt? Anyone need anything? No, nothing happened to anyone. Even those guys, they fought each other, couple blows, but not even this.
Bo Nickal is not a fan of Colby Covington's trash talk. Bo says that Colby is not a good person. On his YouTube channel, Bo said the trash talk in MMA has been intense. It's been crazy. It's insane. I don't know why people are doing that. It's too much. I don't know why people are doing that. That was insane. If you want to say something like that to somebody, it doesn't matter. You're just kind of a bad person, especially if you just double down over and over. I feel like that's not good character. It's low character and you're not a good person. That was bad. I don't know what people think they need to do nowadays. Leon did a great job. He made him fight his fight and controlled pretty much everything. He made a couple of mistakes in the grappling scenarios where he got taken down, but he got back up. For the most part, aside from the last round, and won the fight very easily. He didn't get hurt at all. I think obviously Colby didn't fight well, but Leon fought well. Daniel Cormier and Ben Askren discussed Leon Edwards wanting to move up to middleweight to challenge Sean Strickland for the belt. They believe Strickland is overlooked due to his recent losses to Alex Bejeda and Jared Cannonier.
And Leon Edwards is immediately talking about going to 185.
I hate it.
Kamaru Usman was immediately talking about going to 185. What is that? Like, why is he this? It's a bit, honestly, it feels like they feel like there's a beatable champion, so I'm gonna take my shot. Why is Sean Strickland overlooked still?
Yeah, I mean, it's a good question. Probably because he's been beat relatively recently. He lost to
Pereira knocked him out.
He lost to Cannonier also not that long ago, right? So we have seen him lose. So that's probably why. I hate Leon Edwards moving up, though. I like Leon Edwards. I think he's great, but I think he needs to clean out the division. I think you need to clean out the division before you can move up. So I think he's got to face Bilal and Shavkat at least. And if someone else emerges, he needs to take care of them. Once you clean your division, then go on up and have some fun.
So has that kind of lost this luster a little bit, the double champ thing? Is it annoying watching it? Like, everybody kind of wants to do it?
Well, it's annoying because it's like there's divisions, right? We have weight classes for a reason. And when you're doing it just like kind of all over the place, you're holding up these divisions. So it's like, okay, Bilal has won 7 in a row. He probably should get a title shot. Or Shavkat's won 18 in a row. He should probably get a title shot. And now Leon's going to go up, right? Well, he's going to put that division on hold for, 12 months, 9 months, something like that?
They feel like Sean Strickland's beatable.
Yeah.
I talk to people close to du Plessis. They believe it is an afterthought that he gets through Sean Strickland.
Really?
Like, they believe that he is so far ahead of Sean Strickland that it will not be competitive. I don't know how you can watch that last fight and feel like that.
Bryce Mitchell wishes you a Merry Christmas.
We gotta know the enemy. Remember, there's nothing that Satan hates worse than a man that he cannot break. He'll use every tactic he can. Self-pity, doubt, and fear. That's what Satan wants. But instead, we turn to God. God's a redeemer. God will take your pain and your blood and your sacrifice, and he will secure your future. And Merry Christmas, y'all. Let's put the Christ back in Christmas.
It looks like Nate Diaz is eyeing a return at UFC 300. Last night, Nate posted this to X. He wrote UFC 300 would be tight, but there's nobody to fight. Dustin Poirier responded saying 5 rounds. He followed up with don't be scared, homie. Michael Chandler also responded to Nate. He wrote hold tight. I'd love to crack your jaw. Things are still unclear with that former fighter who was masquerading as a real fighter. At the boxing event last night in Saudi Arabia, Conor McGregor sat next to Cristiano Ronaldo, and the MMA community had a field day roasting Conor in the comments. This was going around X last night with almost 9 million views. It says Cristiano Ronaldo is thrilled to be sitting next to Conor McGregor. Here's another post on X. It says Cristiano Ronaldo doesn't seem to be too interested in what Conor McGregor has to say. MMA Roasted tweeted, when the guy on cocaine at the party won't stop talking about crypto and mushrooms. Matt Brown says we've all been there in both shoes. The soccer player wants to tell him to shut up, but knows better because Conor would slap him. TNT Sports posted this to their Instagram, and the comments are pretty brutal. To read the top comments, Ronaldo knows he's having his ear chewed off for the next 3 hours. Ronaldo wishing deep down he never sat close to this guy. Ronaldo can sense the drugs from a mile away. When you bump into a complete random in the club toilets, Ronaldo looks like he could smell alcohol on his breath. That moment when the local psycho gets on the bus and sits next to you. Cristiano is reconsidering all his decisions that led him to this moment. Ronaldo wishing he got front row seats instead of sitting with the council lads. And body language is fascinating. ESPN MMA posted this to their Instagram, and the comments are just as bad if not worse. When a kid sits next to a guy who doesn't even drink Coca-Cola. Comedy gold. Bro did not want to be a part of that conversation. Ronaldo is like, bro, chill out. Ronaldo looks very uncomfortable there. It's like when some random drunk dude gets in your face and starts telling you his life story. Ronaldo regretting sitting there. Ronaldo is saying that's crazy 86 times in his mind. Ronaldo not trying to smell that whiskey breath and never split a bag with Conor. Ronaldo just copping an absolute ear bashing. Conor was also with Israel Adesanya last night. Izzy posted this to his Instagram story. He wrote talking shop with McGregor. And that's going to wrap it up for the news. Thanks for watching. For daily MMA news and content, subscribe to Full Mount MMA and click the bell icon to be notified when we post videos. Here are the 3 top comments from last video. The first one's from Bird Feathers 3552. It says Tyron still calling out Jake is just the worst. The second one's from Unsub 6737. It says over the last year or two, Hamzat has had more fights quote unquote booked on the socials than in the octagon. And the final one says, I speak for everyone when I say, Jeff Neal KOing Ian is going to make a lot of people smile. Those were the 3 top comments from last video. If you want to be featured in the next one, all you have to do is comment down below. And if you missed yesterday's news, click the video on screen right now to get caught up.